Lila pressed her back flat against the cool glass, pressing her forehead against the window pane. Outside, rain lashed against the glass. Inside, a single candle, flame bobbed and weaved, casting grotesque shapes upon the wall. The girl huddled closer, trying to find some solace from the storm raging both inside and outside. But the tempest in her mind was far worse than any thunderstorm. She was certain, now, that she wasn't alone. That something, somehow, was in here with her. But when she turned, when she dared to look, there was nothing. No one? Only the swaying shadows and the relentless rain. She remembered the first time it happened. She was making shadow puppets on the wall, dancing with her own darkness, pretending the monsters she made were real. That's when she heard it. A whisper. Soft. Almost nothing. At first, she thought it was the wind. But the windows were shut. The whisper came again. Closer. Clearer. Her heart raced. Her breath shook. Her eyes darted to the wall. Her shadow stood before her. Still, motionless. Then its lips moved. Lila gasped. Her body jolted back. The shadow did not fade. Its mouth opened once more. Do you hear me? The voice was faint. Almost like hers, but twisted. Not hers. The candle shivered. Flames swayed. The voice returned. You are the first to listen. She was frozen, trapped between terror and fascination. She wanted to run, to scream, but fear rooted her to the spot. Fear and a strange, morbid curiosity. She wanted to ask more questions, but the words caught in her throat. Then the shadow stretched, longer, darker, its head bent low, leaning toward her. I am what follows you. I see what you do not. I know what you hide. Her chest ached. The air thickened. The candlelight weakened, shrinking smaller and smaller. And then the shadow moved. It slid off the wall, taking on a shape of its own, growing larger, more distinct. It approached her. And she could make out the details, the contorted features, the sharp, outstretched claws. It reached for her, and she flinched away. They will never believe you, it rasped, its voice echoing in the small room. But now, you belong to us. The candle blew out. Darkness swallowed the room. Silence. Heavy. Endless. Only her pounding heartbeat remained. And in the blackness, she felt it. A breath, hot against her ear. Then, the whisper, closer than ever before. Do not speak of this. Unless... It paused, and she could almost feel its mocking grin. You wish me free! Lila stumbled back, knocking over the table. The vase fell, shattering into a million pieces. But she didn't care. She scrambled away from the sound of breaking glass, pressing herself against the far wall, trying to make herself invisible, unseen, hoping that whatever this was would go away, would leave her alone. But a laugh, a cruel, mocking laugh, echoed in the darkness. Too late! It hissed. Now we are bound together! You cannot escape me. Not now. Not ever. She squeezed her eyes shut, willing the nightmare to end. When she opened them, she was still in her room, the morning light streaming through the window, painting the walls a pale gold. Had it all been a dream? She looked around, half expecting to see a monster, to find claws or teeth marks, to feel the presence of something sinister. But everything was normal. The bed was rumpled. The books lay open. The candle had burned down overnight. She got up, shaky and uncertain. What had it been? A dream! A hallucination. She couldn't be sure. But as she went about her day, she couldn't shake off the feeling of being watched, of being hunted. And at night, when the shadows grew long and the wind whispered through the trees, she heard it again, the mocking whisper from the darkness. Do you hear me? You are not safe. Not now. Not ever. We are together. Forever. Lila screamed, burying her face in her hands, the echo of her terror bouncing off the walls, mingling with the laughter of the darkness.